Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys another McFarlane figure review on the McFarlane Endless Winter Black Adam. A very pretty figure. I did not expect to like him as much as I did, just looking at like pictures and photos of him online. Now that I finally have him in hand, he's a very playable figure. He has a lot of mobility to him, pretty good looking detail and articulation and whatnot, and paint job is looking pretty crisp. So yeah, pretty excited about this figure. Gonna take him off this little stand here, put that to the side, and as always, stand up for me. As always, gonna take a quick look at the packaging, do some comparisons, and then take a close look at the figure. So right away, pretty standard McFarlane boxing here with the big window box here. Black Adam, collect 4 to build the Frost King. Name on the side. Some more artwork of the figure, the builder figure here. Characters you gotta collect here to build them. Got a big name in bold right there on the side. Black Adam, Justice League Endless Winter. And that's pretty much it. Of course, got his trading card back there in the back if you guys can see that. Just don't want to damage the packaging, so I'm gonna try to avoid taking those out. And we're gonna bring Mr. Black Adam, aka Teth Adam, a little bit closer. Just some quick size comparisons. See what he looks like compared to some other figures. First, I'm going to start off with the his wave mates. You got John Stewart, Green Lantern. You got Princess Diana of Themyscira. So those look together. Then you have the Batman, because that's all you need, just the Batman. And these are the 4 figures you need to collect to build the Frost King. And of course, Black Adam is the last one I'm reviewing. And the next video will be the Frost King himself. So bringing these guys back out. They all look pretty good together to me. And then we're going to bring in real fast a few 6-inch figures. But before that, real quick, I just want to see this. Just see what these guys look like together. You got Black Adam and Superman here. Look pretty nice. Good height comparison on the two of them. Different builds. Of course, Superman is like incredibly bulky. So, but yeah, bringing him back out. I'm gonna put in some 6-inch figures just so you guys can look at the height comparison difference there. McFarlane is definitely putting their figures in the 7-inch scale. Also gonna bring in Renew Your Vow Spidey. Yeah. Really wish McFarlane would just go ahead and downsize back to 6 inches, because this is terrible. Not terrible as far as the figure qualities and paint job or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, I would really love to have more DC characters and figures in the 6-inch scale. But alas, we get what we get and have to make it work. So yeah, as far as accessories go, he comes with these 2 lightning effects that you can just pop over his hands right there. Those little holes right there. Put those to the side. They look pretty good though. They're kind of like a nice little sculpting right there. Lightning, electricity kind of. It could also be kind of like an ice sickle kind of deal if you kind of want to force the idea or whatever. Maybe like put it on the Frost King or another ice character. And then he also comes with, for the Build-A-Figure, the last 2 pieces are the legs of Frost King. And now let's get down to brass taxes and see what the figure can do. Man, like I said, in the pictures I saw online, this guy was not really impressed. I was kind of thinking like this little flat piece right here was going to be annoying and in the way and whatnot, but doesn't really hinder the figure too much. And it doesn't really take away as far as like aesthetic wise, doesn't ruin the way the figure looks too much. But yeah. So, head looks up, not very far. That's the one small gripe that I believe I do have about this figure. His neck is on a, I believe, a ball joint or dumbbell joint inside right here in this piece. However, it's on 2 separate. Well, he has a secondary joint right here in the base of his neck, so he has a single neck piece right here, and then his head is attached to the neck, and the neck is attached inside here. So yeah, that's 2 different pieces for still limited mobility around the head and neck joint. But yeah, head doesn't look up very far. looks down a little bit, but also because of the way the neck is set up, it's gonna like kind of snap back into the neutral kind of look. He gets a little bit of a head tilt right there. Goes all the way around, of course, but you can spin his head, of course, from the head and of course the neck, because it's two different pieces right there. So as you can kind of see, like the head moves and the neck moves at different times and whatnot. And then of course he has the McFarlane butterfly joints that give you like the wind up motion right there. So that's kind of fun to have. Gives them more playability a little bit, I think. Shows move out that far, and well, without the butterfly joint they move out that far, but then with the butterfly joint they move a little bit more. Goes all the way around. Has a bicep swivel. It's kind of tight on mine, but it's there. I just have to loosen up maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe on this side. Well, he just has very large biceps that don't get to swivel a whole lot around the shoulders, but it's there. So if you might have to force a little bit, but it's there. Double jointed elbows, of course, that move in very far. Like I said in a previous video, very much recurring theme with the McFarlane figures that they get like crazy amounts of posability as far as the knees and joints. I mean the knees and elbows. So that's always good to have, double jointed elbow. Has the McFarlane disc ball joint right there. It's kind of split in the middle, but of course you get maximum posability with that. You can rotate the hand about, twist it around a little bit so you can get like the rolling joint kind of look, and then you also get the back and forward, so you can have his hand kind of like rolling dice and whatnot. So that's always interesting to be able to have that. I can just get it to separate. There you go. So now you get that motion with the rolling dice kind of motion. But yeah, has a torso articulation. Is in two parts. He has upper torso part in the middle or midsection part right here. So that gives him double posability, almost a double jointedness to his waist. Allows him to bend back that far. Bends forward about that far, so not a whole lot as far as going forward, but he does turn both side to side at the top joint and the midsection area, so you get a good little amount of range of twist in there. Legs kick out to the side that far. They are covered by this diaper piece right here. It's kind of like a soft plastic. They kick out pretty far, almost a full split. They kick forward a good amount, but because of the way the diaper piece is set up and the way the wide joints are set up, it's going to kind of like spread out to the side as the further you raise his leg up, and of course it's hindered by the rubber or the plastic diaper piece. But he does get an amazing range right here on the knees because of the double jointed knees. I mean, just look at that. That is almost insane. That he can get that. He can literally lay his back of his calf completely flush almost against the back of his thigh. Like that is like a full bend right there. That is crazy. But McFarlane joints, not bad. Of course, he has the upper thigh cut sorta underneath, but it's kind of like hidden. It's like a not really a thigh cut, but it's like where the joint connects right here in the crotch, which is covered by the diaper piece right there. So you get like an ever so slight kind of rotation right there. No boot cut or anything, but it does have the McFarlane ball joint right there in the ankle, so you can rotate the foot on the ball and then bend the ball back and forth, of course. But it's hindered slightly because of the shin guards he has right here on his boots, above his boots. But you do get a good little range of motion. You can, of course, spin his foot all the way around, bend it backwards. If you can get that ball joint inside to stay still while you pivot the foot around, you can get it to get into all kind of positions. So that's always cool. And he has a toe articulation as well, as with most McFarlane figures. So yeah, a lot of playability with this figure. Good proportions, good body size and shape and everything. So it looks pretty good. Like I said, I did not think I was going to like this figure as much as I do, but I do kind of like him. I do have the other three Black Adams. I have the both Dwayne Johnson Black Adams with the cloak and without the cloak. And I also have the Page Punchers Black Adam. So I will be doing comparison videos for all three of those as well going on in the future. Well, I'll get all four Black Adams together and kind of give my opinion and figure out which one is the best which one's my favorite one. But as far as this guy, as far as price points go, I think I paid maybe like $9 for him. I think on Dork Side before they went out of business. So yeah, if you guys can find them anywhere for that price, why not? Especially for the Build-A-Figure pieces if you want to build the Frost King. Go ahead, knock yourselves out. And of course, as always guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts, and I will be back with the Frost King Build-A-Figure review. Thank you guys for stopping by, and take it easy.